you guys are joining, I was supposed to be at the grand opening for Tiny Adventures new shop today. Sorry, I'm grabbing a coffee that I got back here. Temperature dropped in Georgia, and my flight got delayed big time. I mean, it was 6 hour delay, so I ended up not going. I think a couple people, or I see one person joining in. If you can let me know how the quality and sound is. It's pretty windy out here. I'm actually just gonna run. I've been running this actually a little bit earlier, and I figured I'd go ahead and go live so you guys can see this out here running while I'm sipping on a little coffee as well. So yeah, give me just a minute. All right, appreciate that, Orange Mound. Sorry, y'all. Sipping on a little coffee and stuff. You can hear me okay. The wind is blowing. It's a live video, so there won't be any stabilization. It probably won't be the clearest, but what's up, CLS? All right, appreciate that, TR3. Guru RC. All right. So I've been out here running this for, I don't know, about 5 minutes or so. You got temperature gauges on here. I'm still trying to test these tires out for you guys. I did run into the wall. My temperature on my motor's at 160. I forgot my remote from my fan, so my fan's not on. Yeah, it probably will be. I don't know if it's really blurry or not. What's going on, John from Columbus, Ohio? What's up? Yeah, live videos are never the best, but I wanted to get this out and run it live for you guys so you guys can see how these tires are. They do smoke. I did smoke them some. So what's going on, Brian? So as I was saying earlier, I was supposed to be in at Tiny Adventures grand opening today, but my flight got delayed, y'all, and it was delayed like 6 hours. It was crazy. So if you guys are coming out there to see me out there, I do apologize, and we'll get something together pretty soon. But I'm out here running this, and I figured this ain't the best parking lot. I kind of hit that once or twice earlier, but I wanted to show you guys these tires running live. You can, if you're joining on, don't forget to hit that like button for me. I see about 3 likes on there. As many likes as I can get, I do appreciate it. All right, Orange said it's an 8 out of 10 for being clear. Okay, and it's probably gonna be shaky and stuff too because there's no stabilization. I can't do my video editing when I'm live with it, but try to smoke these tires somewhat. This isn't the best area, but we can at least put these tires through some tests out here. And these tires are not warmed up or anything. There's no prep or anything on them. No compound to make them stick or anything, so. You guys see that sound? Can y'all see that smoke? Let's do this real quick. So they do let out some smoke. A couple people are joining on. I can smell it too. You guys can see how the compound's kind of wearing on there just a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty good ground clearance. These sit a little bit lower to me than the other ones, but I'll have to do a side-by-side comparisons to the two. What's going on, Isaiah? See a couple of you guys are still joining in. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. Destroying these tires for y'all, so I'd at least like to get 30 likes on this video. Trying to get them warmed up a little bit. And if you guys have not, I do recommend you check out RC Speed Monsters. This gear does really help the performance of this car. It gives it that extra weight that it needs when you start, especially running 8S with this and going 80, 90 miles per hour. So he's got air dams and everything. And I still have yet to put those air dams on. Trying to smoke these a little bit for you guys. So I apologize if the quality's not the best. I am live here, so. My batteries might have dumped somewhat. They might have dumped. I may have to switch my batteries out because I was running it earlier. So the temperature gauge I got off of Amazon. There's a video, if you look at the last video I put up of this, basically it was a temperature gauge that ran off a USB port. And I ended up cutting that off and soldering that on to connect to my actual battery cable. If you guys want to see that, I'll just take the body off and show that to you. So Brian says, which is better, the Proline Avengers or the grippers? My Proline Avengers did rip off the wheel when I was running it on my buggy. I think I was probably in the 70s or so. It did come unglued. These have yet to come unglued, and this is on a heavier car and running a little bit more power. So these have yet to come unglued. Not saying that they won't, but they haven't yet. So. Yeah, Orange, if you check the video, you won't see it in this description, but if you check the last one, you will see a link to that, you'll see a link to the whole video that I did to put that temperature gauge on there. So always look in the description. And even for the Power Hobby tires, you guys can find all of that in the description of it. So Leo says, what do you think of me running my Limitless on 3S? Make sure you have some good batteries. You might puff that battery. I wouldn't do anything less than 4S. And it depends on how hard you run it as well, because you're going to put a lot of strain on those batteries, and it's probably not going to last that well. Oh my gosh, the RC Sailors. What's up? Nate and Abby in the house. If you guys haven't checked them out, go check out the RC Sailors. Man, they got everything. They got everything on there. They got planes, boats, cars, trucks. You guys go check them out. Yeah, my weekend's going okay. I was supposed to be in Philly for Tiny Adventures grand opening, but my flight got delayed like 5 hours. I was supposed to leave at 11 o'clock this morning, and it got delayed until 5:26. It just took off, and their event was today at 3 o'clock, so kind of a bummer there. What's going on, Jeff? Appreciate you joining. So I'm just testing these tires out. I'm just trying to burn them. I know it's a live video, and the quality's not the best, but I figured come on here and test these out. I think my battery just dumped. Yeah, so I may have to change out the LiPo real quick. I'll probably go ahead and do that. I'll throw a 6S in here while we are here. Give you guys some extra footage there real quick. You guys see that left tire? And I'm gonna take this body off so you guys can see how I mounted the temperature gauge. Like I said, go to the last video and you can see that as well. And don't forget, hit that like button for me. I think my YouTube algorithm is all jacked up. I contacted them about a couple of things, and we know how that went with YouTube, but. So this is kind of my current setup. Yeah, these batteries are dead. I think one of them went dead. So what I did was, this actually connects right here to the USB port. So I just cut that off and just soldered an EC3 connector on here so that I could hook this up to a nickel metal battery. I didn't want to do a LiPo battery because it may drain it too quick. And then of course I linked that there. And then the temperature gauge is actually temporarily right here on the motor connected like this. I'm gonna find a better way to put this on there, but this is just Gorilla Tape. So that's the temperature gauge there. And like I said, there's a whole video about it. If you look at my previous video, you'll see it. And I had this secured up in here a little bit. It's not the best secure right now, but because I'm doing a build for this for 150 mile per hour, but you guys see there's temperature gauge there. So what I normally am going to do is have the temperature gauge here and have my GPS up here to check my speed, and all that's going to be here on the back. But that's a build that I'm working on with this. Oh, appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. So I'm the nicest YouTuber in the world. Oh man, I have fun running with you guys. Next time we gotta try to hook up earlier and we could do some serious bashing. I know Abby was out jumping me on that big jump out there. Got a couple more people joining in. So if you guys don't know, I've also been working on, I'll show this to you guys. I really wasn't gonna do that until I finished it up. I have a Creighton that I've been actually converting to an EXP Creighton. And this is brand new so far. So you guys see I got the shock towers on there, front and rear, and I got the chassis braces as well. And I want to run and compare this to my EXP Creighton because there's some similarities with this. Now, the only thing I don't have is the chassis, but this one's actually brand new. It hasn't even been run yet. And I think I may run it today. I'm kind of fiending a little bit. And I even got a EXP bumper on there. So there's a couple things that's missing on it, but I was going to do a video of that, but you guys know sometimes I'm kind of hard on time, so. Oh man, y'all know I'm gonna crash some planes there. Every plane I get, that's why I haven't done a video yet. I've been crashing them, and it has not turned out the best in the world. So I'm gonna swap out this battery, and if I get 10 yeses, I will go ahead and I will burn some tires if I got my looper with me. Yep, we got it. But that's the Creighton right there. Like I said, it's brand new. It's gonna work on converting it to an EXB and telling you guys the cost and probably how you should go about it. Like I said, it's brand new. There's the body for it and everything. We'll work on that. So, oh, there's one yes. We're gonna do it with 6S though. Let's see. I'm gonna take these. I'm gonna try to do this one-handed while I'm trying to film this. Uh-oh, we got, how many yeses we got? 1, 2, 4 yeses. We'll create some smoke with this. So you guys give me just a second. I'm gonna set this right here. I'm gonna unplug this, get this out. And then we'll burn some tires. I'll do some smoke, put it that way. Smoke some stuff up. Put that there. We'll put this here real quick. And I'm gonna leave the other battery in there. Not even gonna worry about taking that other 4S out, so we'll have some added weight. I wasn't even planning on going live. I was actually just planning on coming up here and just running. Got some extra time, so I was like, oh yeah, I can go out and run some cars for a minute. Strap my nickel metal battery back up in here. For the temperature gauge, I'll be done in just a second, y'all. If you guys are just joining, I'm out here trying to test these tires real quick. Do got a lot of people in the house. The RC Sailors are on as well. So I am happy they are on. And I can burn some tires. Like I said, I was supposed to be in Philly for the Tiny Adventure event today, but I don't know what went on with Frontier, but yeah, their airlines was just down. 6-hour delay, and I wasn't gonna wait 6 hours. The event, everything would have been over with by the time I met up with them. So give me a few more seconds. I'll have this ready. All right, I'm back. Did we get 10 yeses? I only saw like 4 or 5. If we got 10 yeses, I'll go ahead and burn them. I think we did get 10. Going back up. The answer for the diameter tires is yes. You guys see this here. And yes, we need more live videos of what's going on. So, local security coming by. Gave me a quick nod like, you good, I guess. Hope I'm good. So this will be interesting. Tires are already worn down, so we got about 40 people on. I would like to get 30 likes just so I can burn some tires so I know it's worth the dollar. If you haven't liked this video, if you could like it for me so I can get 30, so I know it's kind of worth the effort to do this as well. I know we want to burn these and blow them up. Give me another second, put these body pins in, and then we will go. If the sailors, if you guys are still on, how do you like that SCX crawler? I saw you guys had it and saw some video footage on it. I haven't had a chance to really sit down and watch videos today. If you guys want to see some footage, they do have one. You guys go over to their channel and check that out as I try to get this body clip up in here that's not working. You know what? We're just going to leave it like that. Oh yeah, I got the 30 likes. Yeah, I think my YouTube algorithm is just all jacked up. I'm not sure what's going on. So real quick, I'm running, somebody asked kind of when I'm running pinion gear. So I have the 46 tooth spur in here with a 24 tooth pinion gear. Now it's on 6S. I was running 8S earlier. And I think it's a 24 or 25 tooth pinion gear. But it is the whole Spectrum Firma system. It's the 1250 kV motor and stuff, so. All right, y'all ready to burn some tires? Hopefully we'll do good on 6S. I can smell it too. There we go. Smells like the 4th of July out here. Make sure I get even wear on both sides. These are actually doing a lot better than I anticipated. Woo, look at that, they're smoking too, y'all. All right, let's see what we did. Kind of damage we got going on. These are the Power Hobby tires. There's a link, probably won't see it for a while, but if you go to my previous video, you'll see a link in there to purchase these. So, oh, the SCX6s, man, I saw one at the hobby shop the other day, man, they're so big, so I'm kind of fiending for one, so we'll see. That's pretty good. This left one, or this far right one's wearing a little bit over here, but that's still pretty good. All right, let's see if we can pull a donut for like 30 seconds and see what these look like. Without hitting the wall. Woo! Oh, appreciate that, guys. RC says donated $10. Help me pay for these tires that I'm gonna burn up. Appreciate that, guys. Ooh, make sure I don't hit my SUV over here. Uh-oh, I hear it popping. Is it? Let's see. Guys, that's doing pretty good. That's actually doing better than what I thought. I thought they would have popped by now. They are wearing, you guys see there, but that's doing good. Probably not the best for my dip doing all that, but yep. I probably wore some on the dip doing that, but let's bring this on back real quick. Yep, probably ruined something in the rear end doing it, or something came loose. But the biggest test was, how did these handle doing that? And you guys see the tread on that. Look at that. Yo, Sales, I really appreciate that, guys. That's pretty good, guys. That is good. I am impressed that these did not pop at all. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Buying the SCX6, I probably will a little bit later on. I got a couple of projects and things I'm working on. So I probably will at some point, but I know there's YouTubers out there, like the RC Sailors got one, and everything just froze up. I don't know if this is still playing or not. Yeah, it is. Okay. It kind of froze up for a second. I know that there's several videos out there. People have gotten them already. So the RC Sailors have got it. So if you guys haven't, go check their channel out. They have it on their channel, and they got this big hill that they run at that I've seen them jump their cars at. So I'm pretty sure they'll take it over there and run that there as well. And my temperature gauge came on. Look where my motor is at. So I definitely need to let this cool down some. Even on 6S, this is at 213 degrees. And this actually came out 211 now. You guys see that there. 210 going down little by little. So that's one good thing about having this temperature gauge on here, is I can constantly kind of monitor my motor temps and stuff as well. If I get one, it's probably going to be gray. It'll be gray. I can't remember if it comes with lights or not, but I did see a photo with having lights on there, and I do got some actual figurines or toys I can put in there and work with them with as well. So if I do get one, it's going to be a gray one. And of course, I'll run on 2S, 3S, and 4S. I haven't looked at YouTube lately. If the Sailors are still on, did you guys do any speed test on that yet? To see what kind of speed you get on 2, 3, and 4S, or just put a 4S in it? Yep, I got front wheel drive, so I got to check to see what's going on up in here with that. Fast for a crawler, okay. I figured it's probably going about, what, 10 miles per hour? 10 to 12 or something like that. It's fast for a big crawler. Yo, Michael, you'll be fine. You just saw what I did with them. These tires are good. They're good. I mean, if you adjust, my camber from my rear is kind of towed in a little bit more, so that's why they're wearing like that. I should have adjusted it. You guys, I don't know if you can see that pretty good, but you kind of see how it's leaning in just a little bit. I did that because when I drive and I kind of drive in parking lot stuff, I want to be able to corner a little bit better. But I should have went ahead and adjusted that so that I get a better even wear. But you'll be good. I think these tires are good to go so far from my testing. Now, as far as 100, 10, 15, 20 plus, I think they may hold up. I'll probably get this kind of straightened up, and then I'll get this to run about 100, and I think I got up to about 121, I think, and we'll see how these hold up. Now, that's going to be after I have run it and warmed down, but I won't run them anymore. I'll go ahead and fix this up and get this ready for some 100-mile-per-hour passes, and then see how these hold up. So that'll probably be the following week, because I'm going to Vegas next weekend, but we'll get that going. Oh yeah, I did forget that crawler does have a low gear and a high gear in it. So you saw at via the SCX hauling a Ford Explorer. Dang, that's got some power. You know what would be cool, Sailors? If you guys have like a wagon or something, and one of you guys sit in the wagon and have the SCX pulling you, that'd be awesome. That would be cool there. Definitely will be tuning in for that one. Or doing a video on how much it can pull or what it can pull. That'd be awesome to see that one. I see some people are kind of just joining in. I've actually run these tires for... I ran in a pack earlier, and I started going live, and then we did some donuts with these, and they seem to hold up pretty well. I am having a particular diff issue with this because I think this might have melted on the inside because that is plastic in there. I haven't changed this out just yet, so I do kind of have front wheel drive. But the tires, the biggest thing was testing these tires out, and the tires held up to some burnouts. So I think they've got a pretty good winner here. Now the fronts, you guys can see where I hit something here. I don't know if you can see that or not. So it did wear there when I was hitting a rock and stuff. But not everyone who gets these is going to be running on this crazy surface. I mean, there's acorns and rocks and probably animal droppings and everything over here. So, all right, I appreciate you joining, sailors, and appreciate the donation too as well. I'll be tuning in to see some of them videos of the SCX crawling. All right, so while we're live, a couple people asking questions. Am I having problems with the Vortex on 6S? Yes. 6S is not recommended for that. It was fun to run it, but that's why I haven't done a video lately. I am actually rebuilding that car because I did melt the gears on the inside running it on 6S, kind of going back and forth, and that was kind of off film. I just took it out one day and was just going all out, up and down the street, and I ended up melting, I think, the rear differential because those are plastic in there, so I did end up melting those. And it's not really built for 6S. I was just doing that to show that to you guys. And that 6S light beam printer is going to kind of weigh it down. But yes, the compound is soft and the grip is good. So far, from what I've run on these, they've been good. I mean, to do what I just did, if you're just joining, I'm sorry you missed it. Go back about 10 minutes. I did do some donuts with them. And these held up. On the front, I hit a rock or something earlier and I run on the side over there. So that's kind of where you see that line there. But you see, if it was the whole tire, you would see it going around the whole tire completely. So these have held up good. These have held up real well, actually, after doing those burnouts like that. So this is an option. These are options if you want to get something other than Hoons. You could get these. The diameter is a little bit smaller than the Hoons as well, but I like the way this looks on here. This just really, really, really looks good. It just reminds me of an Indy car completely like this. So, all right, guys, I'm probably gonna jump off of here unless y'all got questions for me. I don't know. I'm gonna go back to some of these comments real quick. Like I said, the main purpose was to come on here, show you guys these tires, and just go ahead and run them just to show you how they would hold up. And I think they're going to be doing good. I think Power Hobbies does have a winner with these tires here. I really do. I know some people are going to get them, the gold-plated ones, just for Shelf Queen cars and all that. I think the different colors are going to help them sell them. And even the blocks, I mean, you can always get these and paint them or dye them, so. So y'all, I was trying to go through some of these comments, make sure I answered all y'all's questions, because my purpose of going live really is to talk to you guys, answer questions, and show you stuff. But I think we pretty much got what you guys wanted to see, right? Oh, appreciate that. It's fine. I'm actually going to end this in just a few. Like I said, the purpose of this was to burn these tires out to see how they held up, and they held up pretty good from what I just did with it, running it on 8S and then 6S as well. Hobby man, I did not. I did not at all. I think if you're running a felony, that's going to depend on several things with this. I think if you're doing speed runs, you'll be okay, but it's really going to depend on several things with it. So, hey, there's nothing wrong with 4S. Yeah, here's the top off right there. I mentioned earlier, I got a temperature gauge here on the back of it. You guys see there, my motor's cooling down, actually 143. There's a video, if you guys go to my last video, I put a link up to the video where I got this temperature gauge. It was powered by a USB port. I did just cut that, and then I soldered on this connector, this EC3 connector here, and I'm running a nickel metal battery pack because I didn't want to run a LiPo just in case the LiPo goes low. I have to keep charging it. This is where I have my G-force fans. Like I said, this build is not complete yet. You guys see I got zip ties and all that on here, bread ties and stuff. It's not complete yet, but the biggest thing was I want to test these tires out and test them on this Limitless and this look of it. I have the Arrma motor on here. I have a 46 tooth center diff and a 24, I think, or 25 tooth pinion gear. So I'm getting about 80, probably about, I don't know, probably in the 90s, close to the 90s, running it just like this on 8S, and then probably on 6S, I'm probably doing about the 60s or 70s or so. But the setup is good. Everything has been running good with this. And of course, I got a Power Hobby servo in there. I love this servo that I have. You guys can see the servo there. Alright, so there's a couple more questions on here before I log off. How fast is the Red Cat Volcano? I think it's about 40 out the box, a little bit over 40 with a 3S. I think with a 2S, you're going to see in the, probably between 29 and 31. But I think on 3S, it's about comparable to the Stampede 4x4. I have yet to get my hands on one of the newer ones, so. All right, y'all, I am gonna log off of here because I got this Kraton over here. I'm kind of fiending to kind of just run. I don't know if I'm gonna run him or just look at him because he is brand new. I like looking and smelling new cars, so. But I appreciate you guys joining. Hopefully that helped you guys see how these tires are holding up, which has been good so far. I think if you get these for a buggy or for your regular Limitless, you know, or infraction, you'll be fine. The felony's gonna be a little bit different, only because of the different diameters and stuff in the tires in the rear than it is for the front. So the felony's gonna be a little bit different, but I think for the Limitless and for the infraction, you'll be fine. Or even if you get a set of the wides for the front and for the rear, I think even for the infraction, that's gonna look pretty cool. But I know you guys are gonna be doing a couple things. So if you do that, send me some pictures on Instagram so we can put it in Showcase Sunday. As always, I do appreciate you guys watching. I do appreciate the locks for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.